Chapter 21: The Fall of Arden. Weeks passed in tense silence as Zeke and Kara worked in secret, gathering evidence against Arden. It wasn't easy. Arden was careful, covering his tracks and maintaining his loyalist image. But slowly, piece by piece, the truth began to emerge. Conversations intercepted, suspicious orders, and finally, a payment made from a Concord account directly to Arden's name. When Zeke finally had enough proof, they acted swiftly. One night, while the rest of the rebellion gathered in their underground base, Zeke and Kara stepped forward. They confronted Arden in front of the entire leadership council, laying out the evidence for all to see. At first, Arden denied everything, his face a mask of cold confidence, but as the truth became undeniable, the crowd turned against him. Arden's eyes flickered with desperation as he realized the noose was tightening. "You don't understand," he hissed, his voice low. "This was the only way to save us. Concord would have crushed us without my connections. I did what I had to do." Zeke stepped forward, his voice steady. "You betrayed everything we stood for. You turned your back on the very people you swore to protect." Arden's face twisted with fury, but he was out of options. The rebellion had seen the truth, and now they were calling for his removal. In a final act of defiance, Arden drew his weapon, aiming it directly at Zeke. But before he could fire, a shot rang out. Kara stood behind him, her pistol smoking as Arden collapsed to the ground. For a moment, there was only silence. And then, slowly, the rebels began to realize what had just happened. The rebellion wasn't dead. It had been saved. Epilogue. Hope amidst the ashes. Months later, Zeke stood atop one of the old skyscrapers, staring out over the city. Skyhold was still scarred, its streets lined with the wreckage of battles fought and lives lost. But amidst the ruins, there was something new, a glimmer of hope. The rebellion had regrouped, stronger than ever. Arden's betrayal had shaken them, but it had also united them in a way Zeke had never thought possible. With Delan gone and Concord's grip weakening, the people of Skyhold were beginning to rise up, reclaiming their city, their future. Kara approached, standing beside Zeke as they watched the sunrise. "It's not over yet," she said softly. Zeke nodded. "No, but we're closer than we've ever been." They stood in silence for a long time, watching as the city below began to stir, its people waking to a new day. A day without Delan, without Arden. A day where they could finally begin to rebuild. Zeke took a deep breath, letting the warmth of the sun wash over him. The fight was far from over. But for the first time in a long time, he felt like they had a chance. And for now, that was enough. Thank you for listening to this recording of Splinter by J.S. Miller. Read by Adam Slate.